now that I've been put through. I never got anyone's help, I had to do it all myself. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take sh**. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
What's up, guys? Masta Styles here, back with another Divine Blessing video. And first off, before we even hop into the video, I just want to say my apologies for uploading a video that was completely silent all the way through. I don't know what happened on my end, but somebody actually mentioned that there was no voice, and I didn't really listen through the video when I uploaded it. I normally listen to the intro, and the intro had the sound over it, so my assumption was that everything was good. And then I re-uploaded the video, and then for the first 50 seconds or so there was no audio. I couldn't fix it. I tried what I could, and I was on the way to work, so I couldn't really do much to fix that, but I still got the video out, and my apologies for that. Sometimes it happens. Not every video is going to be the greatest video of all time, but technical difficulties on my end. But enough about that. Let's actually talk about Divine Blessing. If you don't know what Divine Blessing is, it's the Wishlist Banner, right? I love the Wishlist Banner because, again, it's the banner that gets you the most return. Sometimes I wish it would, be more frequent. And it should include the new hero too. That would be cool, right? If it would include the new hero. But if you watched the previous video, I did do some summoning off screen. But what I did was, instead of putting my limited tickets towards this banner here, I went with summoning for the new hero. Because again, I already have, switch. I already have Dorally at Immortal 5 and also Sam at Immortal 5. So I was like, what's the point of me pulling on this banner where I'm most likely to get Sam, don't need him, or a copy of Dorally just to try to get Skino? So what I ended up doing was I went for the new hero over there. Yes, that's obviously more tougher, but I only did 120 because I wanted to get the other additional Dorally Soul Crystal. So again, it is what it is. Enough about that. But how Divine Blessing works is we talk about the three heroes. All right, so let's actually jump over to the three heroes that are on the wishlist banner, which is Sam, Dorally, and Skino, right? And of course, the question is going to be, who should you pick up? Who's worth picking up? I made EX30 videos for all three of them. I can't remember if I did Dorally, but should be in the playlist for EX30. It's in there. You just have to check. If Dorally's not there, let me know so I can actually do a video on Dorally at EX30, right? All right, let's hop over to the heroes here. So first up, we'll talk about Sam. With Sam right now, he needs an awakening. Still, is he good? He works. I wouldn't say so much. He works, right? Even though I have my Immortal 5. Thing is, right now, when it comes to assassins, I'm not really using assassins that much, right? I don't find myself running to them to use them because, again, Dom's Mark was the go-to for when you think of assassins, right? And of course, Sam here, he helps out with increasing your critical damage, and which was what made it so great, right? Obviously, he has a triple debt. You can run fade out on him, so once he dies, you need the immortal effect, right? Once he dies, he gains an additional crit damage. Great there, right? But the other side of the assassins right now is like, you have so many other options, right? Aaron is great, of course. You also have Awaken Rick, Cora. Obviously, it takes a lot of investment to get to her. Theon is okay. He just needs the proper support. You also have Dominic. Dominic is still good with his mark. He works well with the assassins. And of course, we're not going to talk about Motoko or Ahsoka because those are collab heroes. If you don't have them, then you just don't have them, right? We're not going to put too much energy towards them. As you can see, I pulled 2 copies of Sam there, and I have to convert them into dismissal chips, right? But for Sam right now, where he is actually, where could I even bring him, right? Like where? Like I'm looking at all of this and I'm like, where do I bring assassins outside of going to here or going into where Terradome? Terradome doesn't really matter. Is he going to do much here? We'll take. I don't even use him here, as you can see. So let's actually take him out and see what he brings to the table, right? Where's Sam? So Sam, this is like the old go-to. Even Dom don't have on the proper gears. Oh my goodness. Okay, Dom, and also we'll run Rick and just kicking it old school here. This is what I used to use. Sam up front, increases your crit damage, right? Yeah, crit damage, yes. And basically he dies, comes back to life. But what ends up happening is actually I'm only gonna put him in there by himself and see how long can you hang around Sam with just Fiona. And the other thing about him is that why I don't run Marauder on him is because he doesn't teleport that much and he's dead. That's one there. Okay, the first one was forced because again he have on fade out and he's dead again and he's probably gonna end up dying again anyways. So we have to do a comparison here, right? Because you see how he's dying there. He's actually not doing bad. I'm surprised, right? He's not going to be able to survive another multi-punch to the face, see? And in this situation, his teleportation, it doesn't happen as frequent as you would think. And he doesn't even target the ad in the back. That's the first thing you're supposed to take care of Sam. But hey, he's actually doing better than I thought. He only has one life left, one more multi-punch to the face, and it's over. Goodbye, see ya. Yeah. Oh, actually still had one more left? Oh no, it's actually Fiona. But Sam right now, an awakening wouldn't hurt, of course, but I think they'll probably awaken her right here first, right? And of course, it's not going to happen because he can't kill her. But of course, if you put Sam with somebody else, it takes off it's just a multi-punch. He could beat it, but the multi-punch is too much for him. And of course, I'm running fade out, so he actually ends up losing a life faster. But he actually did better than I thought. Obviously, when you first get him, Marauder would work because the reason why I said fade out, it's more for the immortal effect, where after you come back to life, you pretty much gain an additional 80% increase to your critical damage. And of course, he has 2 revives. But as of right now, based off of this list here, let's go back to the list. I gotta go all the way back. It's so annoying to have to go all the way back here. Based off of this list, he would be at the bottom for me. And that's why I'm talking about him first, obviously. Right? And pretty much with Sam, right now, like I said, an awakening would obviously bring him back. Don't know what they would do with him. If you give him an additional revive, that's not really much. Maybe more tankier, but we still need more damage from you, Sam. That's what we're asking for. More damage. Maybe he'll increase your crit rate or crit damage or something along the lines without using his ultimate. His ultimate is what? And his ultimate also siphoning off your energy. That's another thing that his ultimate does. But next up, we're going to talk about Skino. And we'll actually take him into battle here. Can we beat 21? It's a great question. So we need tanks here. See, I'm supposed to be using assassins here, right? That's what they're made for, right? I don't have any gems on them. Don't know if they can beat that. I have energy here. Yeah, you're probably wondering, why do I have energy here? Right? Because I have summoners over here. Summoners do everything now, right? No, Dorally wouldn't work well here. The reason why I say Dorally doesn't work well here is because the big summon dies way too fast, right? And she's not gonna bring him back, and it's not gonna really matter there. But I wanted to try 20. I think they can beat 20, right? They should be able to. let's do 20 because we beat 20 before, and we're gonna switch dancing partners per usual, right? Let's put them there. They're supposed to be able to do what they do. We have Miranda. Should we get Pure in here? I'm trying to think. We need some bug gear. Nothing to. Nord is annoying up front though, because he gets distracted very easily, right? All right, I don't remember if they can do it. I don't. I just can't remember if they're able to do this. The summoners have that. Okay. All right. Let's just try 20. It's 21. I know. They're not ready for this piece right here. So we'll try this and see how it goes. Give me a second here. All right, so summoners got it done. Tanks got it done. Tanks with no gems. Interesting. All right, let's actually wait before we jump into that. Wait a second. Let's take a look at Skino, of course. We're talking about Skino now. Now, Skino, you need this guy for the energy team, right? It's a big trio. Skino, and of course, Awaken 7, Ravenna, and Miranda. That trio right there, deadly. I'll actually show you some PvP too. Just stick around. Let's see if they can actually beat this, right? And I'm not touching it. I'm not manually nothing. You should be able to beat this, right? Your energy. Let's see what you do your worst, right? Let's see if they can beat it. Because they did 20 before, but that was summoners up front. So here we go. Here comes the biggest issue now. And this could be the end of it, or, the problem that the energy team faced with Nord up front. And this is probably why I would switch him. I'd actually switch him here because what he ends up doing is draw the spiders to the back, and then all the other energy heroes start moving forward, which makes no sense, right? And that's going to hurt them in the long run, because once those spiders die, they start moving to the front. But let's see, we need to get to 50% by 1 minute and 30 seconds, and if not, we'll pull out there. If they don't get to 50%, we'll just pull out, because there's nothing that they're gonna do to actually beat it. So let's see what we got going on here. And of course, it's looking okay so far. We have 30 seconds, and I don't know if it's possible, because I was looking at the time and they need to get down to 50%. And let's see here, it could be doable, right? Let's see here, we need to get close. And like I said, obviously if you're manual in this, it'll be most likely possible, because Nord wouldn't be back there, right? And they're so far away. So yeah, they're not going to be able to do it. And of course, this has nothing to do with Skino, right? It has nothing to do with Skino. They're not going to beat it. So we'll pull out here. I already know we hit the 30-second mark. They're short 15% of that. Maybe Nord isn't the greatest to be up front. And sometimes what I would do is I would combine the two energy heroes with the summoners, and that's kind of how I would do it. And obviously, this summoner team here would be able to beat that, right? Because it's done it before. But that's just that there, My energy team may not be the greatest, but let's actually go over to PvP, see what we got going on. Because I was actually running Dorally against this team here. And of course, I took out the SP hero, by the way, because again, I wanted to show that you could still win against the energy team even if you don't have the SP hero, but you would need Dorally, right? Or is Dorally a part of it? But we'll come back to this team in a second. Let me actually save this, because I know I'm gonna forget. Save and clear all of this to, we'll call it Dorally, right? Why not? Because I know I'm gonna forget that team. So let's actually hop over to my energy team here and show you what Skino brings to the table. So again, they have Skino, right? We also have Skino, and I've said this before, placement plays a big part in all of this. And I think I have the wrong gems on here. I have to give me a second again. Got the proper gems. Skino, let's go over his gear. So for Skino, I'm running Surge, of course. You want to make sure you have a crit rate here, attack, and very simple. And of course, people that want to see this stuff, we'll show it to you anyways. His crit damage right now is over 100%, right? 90% off of gears and all that fun stuff, and of course an additional 16 from the substats of the commander. I'm not running crit rate on my gems because I don't really necessarily need it. A lot of the heroes, let's actually go back to that. A lot of these heroes are already way over 100%. Look at Nord. Take is close, but again, you know, Ravenna is already over 100. A lot of these heroes, I don't really need the additional crit rate. Obviously, if you're using bug gear, then yes, you would need the additional crit rate. But for right now, crit damage, let's see what they're running. They have a better Notes of the Cosmos Lord than me, and they are running crit rate. And of course, the middle piece here is for Vanguards, don't get it, and Summoners. Just all over the place, right? So for me, what I decided to run, because again, when you're facing an energy team, what do they use? Range attacks, right? So I'm reducing their range attacks by 64%, and I'm also reducing their damage by 48%. And I also have here in the middle, reducing, nope, definitely not that, this one here, reducing their energy, because again, you want to make sure they have as much disadvantage, and I'm reducing their energy and also increasing our critical damage reduction by 32%. And of course I have Purin, which reduces damage and increases damage, and we have Miranda. All of this protection isn't enough to beat the energy team, but let's see what Skino brings to the table. I also made a whole EX30 video about Skino, so here we go. Thing about this one is, who do we want to take out first? If we take out their Skino, we're in a good spot. And I use Nord because again, Nord isn't as squishy because Take is there, right? So we took out their front line. Skino's about to die here. I think Purin's gonna end up dying here. Definitely. No, Nord's dead, even with the protection of Take. But again, that is doable because of all the negative that they got going on. Could we do that without that? Right? Could we do what we just did without that? And let's actually go try it out, because again, we're showcasing Skino here. That's obviously Ravenna. I know you're gonna say, but it's Ravenna. Obviously Ravenna. I told you it's a trio. You need all three. So let's see if it's possible. Let's take out that. We'll switch over to this one, which has nothing to do with anything, and we'll go with this one. Let's see if it's because of that, right? If that's what's helping us to win, then that's what you need to do. Let's see if we can still win with just off of our strength, right? And we have nothing that's going to do any of that. So now they get their energy off rip. I'm interested in see how this goes, because maybe, you know, it'll make a difference. Or my Ravenna is awaken 8. I don't think his is awaken 8. But Skino's doing some big damage and he plays his part. So we still beat him. We lost Skino, and again, it goes back to Ravenna. We know Ravenna is great. Let's not take none away from that. But again, it's still doable even without all of that. But you need that awaken 7 or higher Ravenna. But Skino is still good for what he brings to the energy team. And actually, let's go take a look at that, and I'll show you why you should pick up Skino. Right? His ultimate is the best ultimate in the game, right? This is why I say that this ultimate is so great. So it says Skino summon of drones to the chosen direction for bombing, dealing damage to enemies along the way equal to 1200% of attack, knocking them back. Key there, knocking them back to the edge of the area, basically the map. Next, the drones explode, causing damage to enemies around them equal to 1800% of Skino's attack. Drones that hit allied energy heroes, keyword there, allied energy heroes, not even a specific energy hero faction, just allied energy hero, gains a shield equal to 1500% of Skino's attack for 8 seconds, right? And then when you activate the talent effect, listen to what else you get. It's a drone flying over enemy targets, reduces their movement speed by 90%, and also activate basic skills. Their resulting area damage is increased by 30% for 4 seconds. Crazy ultimate, right? And the other side of this too is that it also gives invincibility. What? His ultimate is crazy. But again, Skino's great. You need him for that energy team. He helps out with Ravenna. Of course, Ravenna there is the person that's going to shine because she is the one that carries the energy team in terms of damage. But Skino, you definitely want to pick him up. Don't let his banner go by where you don't get a copy of him, especially for the newer players. I need him for my fun to play account. I didn't end up getting him. I got a whole bunch of Dorallys. I need to make a video for that series anyways. But that's Skino there, right? So next, we're going to talk about Dorally. Dorally right now, I feel like people were looking for the big damage. Dorally was never that. Dorally was a supportive hero for the summoner team. Obviously the frontliner, because she jumps back but then she runs to the front, which is silly to me. I don't understand why they do that. So actually, let's actually take Dorally here and we'll hop into this piece here, which is obviously Exotic Expedition. This is the new iteration. Summoner was up front. I haven't tried this one yet, but again, Dorally, more of a supportive summoner. Should be able to run through this very easily. My gripe with her right now is that sometimes her ultimate isn't casting because Doragon's already on the battlefield, kind of like what was going on with Sif. And also the fact that you jump to the back over here, right? I clicked off of it, but then you run to the front. What was the point of that? So again, for this one, you can use summoners again. I use summoners again, right? I just use summoners all the way through all of this. A little scary here because sometimes with on the other account, I don't know if it's a mod, but something's just erase your heroes in the middle row. I couldn't see what it was because when I attack with the lower stuff, I don't know what it is. Again, summoners, they run through all of this. Oh, actually, I was using Vanguards here with Dorally. Why were I using Vanguards? Oh, because I was trying to get the quests, missions out the way. So I just use Vanguards here. Other than that, I just use summoners. But they actually fixed this boss, because before you could crit on this boss, so that's good there. They actually fixed them, so you actually have to use Vanguards. I'm surprised they didn't put the actual Vanguard heroes as one of the bosses, because they just awakened Panda, and also they brought out a new tank hero. So I'm surprised they didn't. So again, Dorally there. I think Dorally is more of a supportive unit than a damage dealing unit, but that's all. I want to get her to awaken 7 to see if the damage is going to be better. It probably won't, to be honest. But again, it's just another frontliner. My problem with Dorally is, why you run into the front? You jump to the back and then you run all the way back to the front. So again, they're gonna run through all this. Let's take a look at her damage here, and it's okay. It's not the greatest, of course. This SP is gonna do big damage here, but go back to Dorally here. Take a look at her gears, because obviously the other question would be, what do you run on her, right? I did try Surge. No, it just didn't do it for me, right? The damage wasn't more. You would think that, but it wasn't. So for me right now, I'm running Extraction. I'll still run Extraction. It makes sense, right? Because she's more of a defensive unit than she is of a attacking unit. Could you go crit rate? Not necessarily, because again, crit rate isn't converted to Doragon here. I wish she did. That would have been nice for Year's Awakening. Why didn't they convert crit rate and all the other damage amp towards Dorally? But it's more of a defensive unit, the frontliner. My gripe with her, of course, she jumps to the back and then she runs to the front. It makes no sense. She's supposed to stand back there. That's the whole point, right? To protect her. But actually, let's take her into PvP real quick, because I wanted to show that team against the energy team we were facing. We'll face all three, right? We'll start with this one here, right? Let's find Dorally here. It should be at the bottom, I'm hoping. Nope, that's not it. This is it, right? Yeah. So we'll face off the first energy team, because primarily these are the three guys that I like to face. So this one here, of course, Dorally is up front. And let's just keep an eye on Dorally and see what she ends up doing here. Well, either way, they're going to end up getting pushed back. And Skino's dead again. What's killing him? Right? I think it's a mod. I'm thinking it's a mod. Right? You see how you just got a race off rip? It might be. But yeah, that was fairly simple, right? Again, you're going to say, oh, you have 4 awakened heroes, and it is what it is. The energy team itself slapped. Don't get it twisted. I wish there was a way for me to put my energy team on the other side, and I am able to face it myself, right? Like I could attack my own defense. I'm surprised they don't have that, because that would make for so much better content, right? If I can actually create the defense that I want to face, right? It's like a sample arena where you put your defense where you can face your own defense. That would be pretty cool, right? That would make for better content as a content creator anyways, right? Because I would put the crazy defense over there, right? I just saw Nate there. All right, let's go against Nate. He has Skino in the back. He has Ravenna in the back. Ravenna is not getting none of the bonus. Just move Pure into the back and Ravenna to the middle to gain all of those bonuses. His energy team's a little bit better, right? I think so. What is with the Vanguard stuff in the middle? You can switch that. I don't know. It's weird. But anyways, let's see what we do here. So let's actually look at her damage. See, she has great initial burst damage, right? But see, Gobo doesn't get pushed back. I'm saying Gobo, no. Doragon. Doragon doesn't get pushed back, which I feel like could help you out in an instance. Once you get to like Awaken 7, then he'll be more tankier. He dies there, but again, I feel like now at 5, Doragon still doesn't have enough HP because he melts. He gets melted fast, even especially when going against Ravenna. So there we still won that one. No SP, by the way. And let's see, this is the top of it. And then actually I want to go against somebody in my friendlies because I know somebody over there. See, thing is dead already. Gets erased right away, right? And he dies so fast for me though. But again, once you get to Awaken 7, you'll gain that additional revive for Dorally. Where is Dorally? Dorally's still alive, not taking much damage. And the last person to take down is Ravenna, right? And we're getting in close. Where's Doragon? He should be summoning here. I don't see him coming up. Yeah, this is tough for Ravenna because she's turned all over the place. She doesn't even know which direction to shoot. There's so many summons, but Summoner's got it done there. Let's actually go over and get, because I wanted to showcase Dorally a little bit, but remember, she is the defensive unit versus an attacker. But that's why I need to get her to 7 and make that Awaken 7 video. Give me a second here. All right, okay. So we have an energy team here. It should be interesting. Very interesting to see if they could beat this one. Let's see what they got for gems. Not a lot of gems though. I want one with a good amount of gems, but neither here nor there. They actually run in Jaina, which should be interesting. No Nord or Cariolis, but the thing is, Ravenna is running a battery, which is Raz. So very interesting to see how this goes, and let's see what happens here. So you see how Gobo's like right in, what was that, take? I think that's take. I could never tell. It looked like Cariolis for a second there. But again, Gobo's right in front of Ravenna's face, and she's probably going to kill him here, which is unfortunate because I feel like if he was a lot tankier, we would be able to win this one. And I think we're going to lose here. Yep. I could see it. We might need Awaken 7 to beat this one. But remember, Rez is constantly pumping into Ravenna, so she's shooting off even way more attacks than she normally would. But her HP is very low, actually. Her HP is very low. Yes, she is. She should be dead here, right? One shot. No? Come on, Sif, you can do it. You got it. We just need to turn her around. Where's Gobo? We need Gobo to come back online. Okay. She don't have our ultimate now, actually. We're in trouble. We are in trouble. We just, yeah, see, this is how we win right here. Summon Gobo and it should be over. Why did he summon all the way over there? What was that? What was that? We can't replay it. What just happened? Look at how far away he is. He can hit from that far away? What? Nah, that don't make no sense. Okay, that was weird. Y'all let me know what happened in the comments. Let's actually try Hunters and see how we do here. And we'll get on out of here. This is an interesting one. SP, I think that SP there is what? EX third, nah, I'm saying EX, max XP, if I can remember correctly. And Gobo's already dead, interestingly enough. Remember, now we're not running no SP. This is just a SP less summoner team, and they're doing fairly decent. They got it done against that energy team with Rez, but again, of course, Anpu and Sif is no joke by themselves, anyways. Emma still rips though, man. She's scary, man. Emma scares me, man. But there, Emma's dead there. But again, as you can see, Gobo. As you can see, Dorally, she's helping out in the background. I think that's kind of the way that I'm looking at it, because she's more of a defensive unit. I am gonna make another video about her at Awaken 7. I just have to get the resources, right? I know you probably was looking for a big damage from her, but remember, her whole intent was to be the frontliner for the summoners. This was before Sif was awakened and Alu was in the game. Her design was to sit up front and have Doragon tank all the damage, right? That was her intent when she first came out. But right now, I think I need a lot more HP on her, so that way Doragon could be more sturdy. Seems like he's very squishy to me. Well, it is Ravenna. Ravenna rips, so against other units, he's pretty good. I think he's good at taking out the front line. I think once he gets to Awaken 7, he's going to be wiping out that front line, because when he comes out, he's just going to be doing a good amount of damage. So Awaken 7, we need to get to that, and I'm not even remotely close. Am I? Maybe. I got one there. So actually, before we get out of here, one other thing. So somebody mentioned that I didn't turn on all of my contracts, right? So actually, let's do this, because I didn't end up. I need to do it anyway. So let's just do it here. Again, I told you she's not going to be the big damage dealer just at 5. We have to wait till she get to 7, then we'll see if the damage ramps up. Right now, she's doing way better than she was post awakening, right? But like I said, I don't understand why they need to fix. That's something that they need to fix. She shouldn't be running to the front after jumping to the back. I've said this multiple times throughout this video, but again, Doragon, I think he can do some big things. Like, obviously, new players, if you have Dorally is going to help out. And of course, she amplifies the summoner damage, and that's something that she already does anyway. So again, maybe now that I'm thinking back to the previous video, why my score was where it was because I didn't even have all the contracts on anyway. So again, doubt I'm going to beat my score here. It's looking more like the same, but for Dorally, I still like her. You know, it's only going to make the summoner team dish out more damage in situations. And what I'm thinking about is actually Twilight Lands. And that's where I need them to dish out the most damage, because once you get to 18, that's when it starts to get a little tough. Well, not a little, a lot tougher. But again, here, I don't think I'm going to beat my score. Am I? I'm close. I'm at 15. No, I don't think so. Yeah, one more knockdown by this guy here, and I think I can't remember who has on the gems. Can't remember if it's the tanks or the summoners that have it. I can't remember off the top of my head. Right? I think they have on the gems. Yeah, so it's close, fairly close there. But again, can we go back into that? I just want to confirm that. Oh, they have it on. Okay. It sucks having to split the gems between the two. So frustrating. Let's see here. I think I was close to another one here. Was it? Yeah, so silly. I needed one to get it. Okay, cool. I think I have enough to bring her to Awaken 6. What's her Awaken 6? What do we get? Let's see. Then we get on out of here. Awaken 6 is healing, and so that's not really gonna do much, right? That's not helping in the grand scheme of things. I would rather some more HP, but 7 is what I'm looking at. This one here, especially this one, where Doragon will be able to do what? I want to say 40% or 30% more damage. Maybe. Now, It won't be as crazy as Sif. It won't be. But who knows? We'll have to wait and see. So I'm getting closer to getting to Awaken 7. I just need 3 more soul crystals to get her to Awaken 7. Well, that's all I have for you today, guys. If you made it this far in the video, comment down below Skino. I'm actually gonna go with Skino here because again, that trio there is rocking. And of course, if they would have gotten an Awaken hero plus a new energy hero, man, because it probably would have been Terran and a Terran Awaken hero. Ooh, man. Oh boy, because they would have probably awakened Jaina versus Nord. That energy team that you will see there would be even more OP. What? So again, if you're doing my content, you want updates, guides, tips, tier list, the Fun to Play series, this is the channel you want to subscribe to. And for those that are rocking with me, don't forget to comment down below how you feel about the 3 heroes that are in the wishlist banner. Do you summon on the wishlist banner? Without further ado, I want to thank you for watching. Till the next video, peace.